Hello guys and welcome to Shredder's Zoo. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Shredder, this is my zoo and we're having a bit of an emergency to begin with. We've had a couple of casualties. It's so difficult to look after the zoo now. You can see here some of these guys are very close to starving, and if I just check the tribe manager, if we go down to the bottom here, we've had well, let's see, Saber Gamer 08, our Megaloceros starved, our unnamed Mostrops and our Lewis named Mostrops and Richard our Lystro have all starved. So I need to replace those guys, and I need to go around the whole zoo and make sure everybody is getting some food. But it is getting so difficult. The zoo is so big, and it's so difficult to kind of keep everything topped up with food. You can see some of them. See, I don't understand. Some of them are absolutely fine and others are virtually starved. So it's a little bit tricky to kind of keep track of everyone. Everybody in here should be within range of the feeding troughs. But anyway, I think we are okay. So I need to go around. We need to replace our losses, and we need to do some more naming. But the main focus of today's episode is going to be the small animal enclosure. We are going to be carrying on with that, and I think I'm going to be building the Archaeopteryx enclosure today. That's probably the next one to do. So yeah, I need to do a little bit of zoo maintenance and then I'll join you back. So yeah, let me just quickly do this. I've put in a whole bunch of berries in here. That should be enough to keep them going for a little bit. We need to replace our Lystro. I wonder if I can just quickly do that. And then, yeah, I'll join you back in a moment. Okay, so we've got ourselves a brand new Richard. So there we are. He's going to replace the other ones. Let's go and just fly over to... God, I need to sort of check everybody's food levels as well. It's getting very tricky to check everything. Let's have a look here. No, the Carnos are absolutely fine. Looks like they've been fed fairly recently. Okay, that's good. So yeah, we need to get some building done today. Who else do we need to check? I'll tell you what I will do. I'll come over here because this is the feeding trough which serves the Megaloceros, and also, oh god, our Stegos are nearly starving as well. What about you? You see, you're fine. Oh, I don't understand at all. So we need to get a whole load more berries. So we'll just grab some of these Azula berries. I'm just using our commander here to spawn things in. Oh dear, that didn't work. And we'll chuck some berries in. That should be enough there. Yeah, so I do apologise for uploading this episode a little bit late today, but I've been so obsessed with Darkest Dungeon. I've just been playing that one non-stop, and I put out a Darkest Dungeon episode earlier today, so I might have panicked some of you thinking that you weren't going to get a zoo episode today, but don't worry, you will. Here it is. Right, we need to get a Megaloceros. Let's get one of those in. There we go. And this one was, we'll change its name. This one was Saber. Which way round? I think was it like that, or was it? No, I think it was like that, wasn't it? Saber Gamer. Oh wait, I think that's what it was. Let me just double check my tribe manager. I'm pretty sure that was how it was. Quick look at this. Go down. It was RE. Oh, okay. Let me just change that. It was Saber Gamer 08. There we go. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to finish off replacing everyone, make sure everybody's fed, and then we'll get into the episode proper by doing a little bit of naming and some building. Hey guys, I'm over here at the snake house. The snake, I don't seem to be able to get to eat off the feeding trough, so I'm wondering whether we can actually get it to eat wild dodos. It's going after the other one. Oh my god, why are you going crazy? Oh, I have no idea. But anyway, so let's have a look. Are you going to eat now? I can't get your box. Where's your hitbox? So it just doesn't look like it's eating. There could be a problem with the force taming the untamable creatures. We could have a problem with them just not eating. I mean, I filled this up with meat and rotten meat. I just don't think it's eating, which is a real problem because, well, we'll name it for now. We can always replace it if it doesn't eat. but we can actually name. I didn't think you could name these guys, but I am going to change the name because Crazy Cat 5064 wanted a snake named after their pet called Evo. So we can actually do that, because I didn't think I could. So they said they were going to wait for Megalania, but hopefully you're okay for this one. If it starves, we'll replace it with another one, and we'll just have to keep doing that. But yeah, it's a real shame. You can't access the inventories or anything like that, but I can change the name. So that's interesting. But it doesn't look like it's going to live much longer, but well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And while we're thinking about it, I will quickly just get it to... back off off from that. Anyway, okay, let's go and do a bit more naming. Okay, so the first ones I wanted to do were the 2 rhinos that we did last time out. Now, again, more people asked for rhinos than I have rhinos, so I had to pick and choose. So a couple of people will be disappointed, but just keep asking and you'll get one eventually. So we have Blue. This was requested by... where's my list on, if I remember who people's names are. This was by Daniel Helms, wanted one. He was very keen on the rhino and nearly missed out because he was working all weekend and didn't get to see it till late, but I kind of knew he'd be wanting a rhino, so we kept that one. And we have this one. This one was an amazing story, actually. This was by One Punch Man. He said his cousin, who worked in a zoo with rhinos, and one of the rhinos, they had a genetic defect and had to be transferred to another zoo, and that was kind of nicknamed Genos. So that one I thought was a pretty amazing story, so I thought I'd name it after that one there. So that's those ones. Okay, on to the next exhibit. Okay, so we're over here in the kind of Australian type exhibit with the Procoptodons. We've named one of the Procoptodons a Snoopy. This one was William Spalding wanted anything named Snoopy, so I've gone for a Procoptodon. Look at that face. How could you not love that face? And also, while we're here, we have the sheep, which is called Eleanor. This was requested by Zuljen, who wanted it named after their dog, who apparently looked like a sheep. So that one's for you. Okay, on to the next. Okay, this one's an interesting one. We're over by the Dilo house, which I think was maybe the second exhibit I ever built in the zoo, long time ago. Now, one of my long-time subscribers was Mika, and he's asked for a Dilo. Now, we named this one back when I built this place, but Mika was one of the casualties of the glitching through the walls when on Wander. So I know a lot of people still ask me to put them on Wander and stuff, but it's just not possible. And Mika here is a testament to that. Basically what happens is, as they wander around, dinos get rendered in before the structures, so they wander outside of the walls or they get stuck within them. And if they get outside completely, like our original Mika did, they wander off into the wild and get killed by something out there and die. So that's what happened to Mika, so we've had to replace Mika. So we've got a new one there. Alright, so that's what happens when they're on Wander, which is why I don't have them on Wander. Okay, we've got a Parasaur called Charlie. This one was requested by LDM Gaming, named after their dog. And we've also got Cassie over here, who I named quite a long time ago, and that was named after someone's dog as well. So I thought, well, let's stick with the theme, and we've got Charlie as well. I've got a dog named Charlie as well. It's a golden retriever, just in case anyone is interested. Okay, last one for today. Baconator asked for a compy to be called Cop, named after their old lizard. So there we go, that's the last one, and it's a good one because we're back at the small animal house ready to start building. So we need to just get out of this area here. And yeah, so there were some people who asked for some other things which I don't have. I believe so Amber asked for a Diplocaulus. All my Diplocauluses are named, so I can't do that one. So basically, if you're new to the series, if you want a dinosaur named after you, put it down in the comments, and as long as I have one available, you'll get it done. I'm not reserving names, so if you ask for something I don't have, I'm not going to reserve it for you, but if I have it, then I can name it for you next time out. Anyway, we're almost 10 minutes into the video. We haven't even done any building yet, so let's get on with it. Alright guys, so this is where we're going to be doing the next exhibit. So this is the small animal house if you haven't seen it before. So we have down here we've got the who's over here? Oh, it's the Pygmastix over here, and then we have the compies down over this way. We also have the Jerboas over this way as well. So up the stairs, we're going to move on into the next exhibit, which I think we're going to be doing the Archaeopteryx today. I think that'd be a good one to do. They've got a really interesting story which I want to tell on Wednesday for that for the next video. But yeah, so we've got a couple of different stairs. Actually, you can go down from the main part or up from the over there. So yeah, over this is going to be the exhibit. Now the interesting thing I'm trying to get done here. Now if you're kind of building anything like this in your own world, I don't think you can do this without Structures Plus, because what I need to do is I want to get one of these windows here, the slope walls, like that. But you can see if I place that down, that's not gonna cut it, because look at where the walls are. You can see that doesn't work at all. So what we need to do is we need to change up this. I'm thinking what I need to do is put a wall in here and another wall on top there. Get rid of this wall, which is where your Structures Plus comes in, because that would normally collapse probably if there was nothing supporting it there. I'm not too sure, but you could have issues with that. And then I think we can actually get that to go in. That's where I want it. Now I'm having a bit of trouble. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly where I want it. And now I can actually get rid of this, and that should be absolutely right. That's what we want. Oh, that's really good. And I can get rid of that ceiling there as well in a moment. So we're going to do the same thing over this side, and let's try if we can get this done. So do that and that. We're looking to get rid of that wall, and then we should be able to get this. There we go. That's where we want it. Is it going to go? It is. Oh, perfect. I was having trouble a little while ago. There we go. We can get rid of that. So yeah, so I'm basically going to have kind of a glass sort of viewing area, you know, so we can get a lot of distance. Not viewing area for the visitors, viewing area for the actual dinos. And yeah, we'll build the enclosure out here. So I think what I'll do is I'll just try and build this up a little bit. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so we'll go for oh dear, is that still going to be still a little bit off, isn't it? And can we get it to? Doesn't look like we can, but again we have to just build up on like this. Ha, that's not going to work at all, is it? Okay, so yeah, I'm having to use the kind of no structure, what do you call it, the no support feature of the S Plus to be able to do this. And I'm also going to have to incorporate the flying to be able to get around to the other side. So I think what I'm going to need to do is place a row of ceilings all the way along here. And so this is definitely a lot harder than it needs to be, isn't it, really? And then we'll need to put in a whole bunch of walls like this. And then it's fine because we can get rid of that lower step, which obviously is not something you could do if you're not using Structures Plus. You wouldn't be able to, you might be able to get this design done a different way, but as I say, without experimenting for quite a long time, I'm not too sure how you would do it. So let's try and be a little bit careful, because this gun can be a little bit unpredictable. There we go, we can get rid of this. Oh, a bit of lag there. There we go, so that's what we wanted. I'm not happy with that at all. Maybe can I get this in a different place? Because sometimes there's more than one. Oh, there we go, that's where we want it. Perfect. Oh, good. Good, there was another snap point there. Yeah, that's going to look quite nice. And then we can mess around with the frames. We can always get rid of some of these frames if we don't want them there. With the oh, no. Oh, there, that's not going at all. Can we get a different angle going? No. This is interesting. Let's try it for this over here. There we go, that's what we want. Perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, I was getting worried that wasn't going to happen then. Okay, so we don't need to go too high. So I'm thinking we'll probably actually just might as well go right back in. Oh god, that looks terrible. Why is it doing that? That's awful. Okay, let's have another go at that. So I guess it's better than... Oops, not that one. Yeah, it's like this. Can we get that sunk down at all? We can't. Oh no, that's going to look a little bit weird. That does look a little bit weird. I'll put the slope ceilings on and see how they look. Okay, well that looks okay. I guess we could always call it an air vent. We're going to need some sort of ventilation, I suppose. There we go, and then we'll get one more over here as well. Okay, well that's the basics for it. That's the started out. I'm wondering whether we can actually put a row, because I mean this building itself isn't finished yet at all. I've just got all walls at the moment, but I'm thinking we might want some windows and things at some point. So we could actually put a row of glass windows coming in here. How's that going to look? Are we going to have to mess around with the positioning? That's not completely lined up. I don't think there was any other way of doing it. I think we can probably get away with that. We can live with that, I think. So we can put some windows in this side. It might look okay. It's either that or we do the Adobe window frames. But I think having a row of windows up this side would look really quite nice. So, see, is that lined up? I mean, it's not far off, so I'm actually happy with that. We can go with that one. So we'll do a row of windows along here. We can change this around. This isn't set in stone. We can definitely change this around as we go. And then another couple just to finish off. Oh, I'm running out. Okay, we'll do that in a moment then. So there we go. We're going to want to put a glass frontage going across here to separate out the enclosure. And then I think do we want the whole roof to be glass? How should I do this one over here? No, that was a different one, wasn't it? This one over here is just preparation for another enclosure, isn't it? Ah, yes, I see how I did. Okay, yeah, so the other ones I've just done just the corners, and then the rest is the roof. So I think, depending on whether or not we're going to have a third floor or not, which I don't think we do. I think we can probably expand out further towards the back and just build out over the top of this one if we want to go any more. So I think what I'll do is I will actually have a glass ceiling going across the top here, just over the enclosure, because there's going to be Archaeopteryx, which is kind of a bird-like thing, so you might want to be able to see the sky a little bit. Yeah, okay, let me build out this a little bit more and then we'll come back. Okay, so here we go. So this is about the basic construction of the enclosure. We've got it's all pretty much glass, so we're going to mess around with the model of the glass, because you can kind of get rid of a lot of these metal beams, and I'll definitely do that. Similar to the other one, we'll have some sort of larger window shapes. We'll give it a slight tint as well, so it actually looks like there's glass there rather than it being perfectly clear, so you can just looks like an empty space at the moment. Okay, so then of course the next step will be to decorate this area and put the Archaeopteryx in here. So yeah, we'll have to think about doing that one. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm very tempted to leave this open air, so as to not put a roof on here, which is why I've gone with the little sort of sloped walls of the side there. Yeah, so I think we can probably get a lot of decorations up here, make it look like a kind of a rooftop garden sort of thing. But I think it looks really quite nice open to the sky. I think it would look really nice like that. So I think what I'll do now, the next step is to get these looking like the windows that I want them to, and then we'll start decorating on the inside. Alright, here it is. So I've gone through and changed all the models here, and with the exception, I've just realised I've just missed out. So I'll show you what I'm doing here, just in case you haven't seen me do this before. So what I want to do is try and match this pattern at the top here. So we're going to go with 3 sides. To sort of go through which one we need. I think that's the one we want, and then this one's going to be slightly different. We want to get rid of that middle beam. There we go. Leave this one as a 4 sides, and then what we can do is actually just copy this on that side and copy that one, and there we go. So there we go, that matches it. And I've also done a slight transparency. Unfortunately, I thought I was going to be able to get away with the fact that there was a gap there, but as you can see that now they've put the transparency in, you can actually clearly see it, which is very frustrating. I don't understand why that doesn't line up, but it is what it is. Nothing much I can do about it. And same on this side. You can see there's the kind of gap there, but that's fine. We can live with that. I don't know whether to copy the bars here on this part or just leave this as one big window to match this part. So I don't know. I think I'll leave it how it is for now. Looks all right to me. So the next step is going to be to decorate the inside here. Now the Archaeopteryx in the game, they are found in the redwoods. They kind of attach to the side of trees and things, and they glide. I'm thinking the Archaeopteryx probably was a bit of a glider, so I'm going to try and get some sort of smaller trees to put in here so that they can maybe glide in between two large trees. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I think I might have to experiment. We'll have to see what kind of trees we can come up with. We'll put a few bushes around on the ground as we usually do, and I think we're going to get this one looking quite nice. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is start putting in a couple of trees in here. Now I've gone through all the trees in the Ecos Trees mod, and there are a lot of trees in that mod, and I've picked out all the ones that actually fit in here. I'll place a few down so you can sort of see what they look like. That's quite nice. That just about fits in. We've got this kind of dead sort of pine thing. It's kind of a good thing. I think I might put this in the vulture one, so the vultures maybe, if I can get a vulture to sit on top of one of them, that'd be amazing. I don't think I'll put it in this one. We'll keep hold of that one, but I don't think we'll put it in. We have this kind of pine tree which fits in just about, but I don't think it really fits in with this one I got in my mind. Oh my god, that was this one. Place this one over here. That's a very big bushy tree. I don't think we'll go for that one. Oh, what's this? That doesn't fit. Okay, we'll drop that one. That's number 5, that was. Let's just drop that one right now. What was that one? An umbrella tree. Yeah, we don't want that one. Number 6. These are pretty good. That's quite nice. That's we'll stick that over there for now. A young sycamore tree. That'd be really good. What else have we got? Oh, yeah, well, that will obviously fit in. 8. This one's a little rhododendron. That sort of fits in. 9. I like this one. This one is kind of the lantern tree. It's got some lanterns on it. So yeah, you see the little lanterns on there, so that'll light up the area just a little bit. And then this one is quite a nice little one as well. So we're going to need to pick and choose which ones we like. We're going to not use the pine, so I'm going to get rid of the pine. We'll demolish that one. I'm not going to use that one, or the fir, whatever that one was. And yeah, so we don't want too many. I like this one, to have a few of these about. So yeah, so I'm going to I'll pick out my favourites, and we'll place them around a bit, and I'll come back once I've got this looking how I want it. Okay, so I've filled it up with trees and a few bushes and these sort of palm clusters. I really like how it looks. There's plenty of hiding space for the Archaeopteryx to go in there, and they can climb up the trees, they can glide in between each little tree. And can you see, if we look carefully, we have our first Archaeopteryx in there. There he is, we can just about see it, but we're going to need a few more of these. How many do you think we should have in here? This is 1. I reckon we want at least another 3. Yeah, we'll put in another 3, so we've got 4 Archaeopteryx in here. So let's have a look. We'll put one there. We'll stick one there, and we'll get another one just right in front here so we can see quite nicely. There we go. Oh, some really nice colours on them as well. Brilliant. Let's have a look at this one over here. Lovely. Okay, how's it look from the outside? Let's go outside. And there we go. Oh, yeah, that looks really good. That one's a little bit sunken into the ground. We're sitting down, that's fine. And then we've got those 2 over there. Brilliant. Okay, so we have 3 Archaeopteryx that need names. If you want them, stick it down in the comment section. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. So I think this area we will do some decoration on. I think I'm going to leave it open. We may get rid of the ceiling. We may have maybe like an overhang here possibly. We'll put in some benches and things. Yeah, I think that will look quite nice. But I think it might be a little bit of a shorter episode this week, so I hope you don't mind that. But I think we're pretty much done. And I think next time out we will... What have we got left to do? Let's have a quick look down here. So, yeah, we've got the Microraptors, the Vultures, the Hesperornis, and these guys. I hate these guys. Yeah, we... the Ichthyornis. So, I know some people were saying about the Kairuku, but that I'm thinking about putting down the lake. I mean, I don't know, these guys technically will kind of... Well, this one especially is often found sort of swimming, but I think we're going to keep the Hesperornis up in here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've also got the Troodon as well. I think my Troodon starved, but it was fine. We'll get another one. Yeah, so those will go. We've got another 4, so that's another 5 really. So there's quite a bit more to do in here, but I think we'll do one more well, I don't know, it's up to you really. If you want to see another small animal enclosure, one of the other ones down there, or we can go and do something a bit bigger. Maybe, I know a lot of people are kind of wanting some of the larger carnivores and things. Maybe we could do one of those for a change, and then we can come back to the small animal house in a couple of weeks' time. Have to let me know what you think. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with this how this looks. Yeah, and then of course next time out I think we'll do some decoration in this little bit here as well. I think it'll look pretty good because I think we're going to want to be building out this way to get another area for the enclosures. Yeah, definitely, because we've got quite a lot of space up here. We definitely want some decoration, some a seating area, something decorative up here, I think. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, well that is going to be all for today. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. Sorry this one came out a little bit later, but please do check out my Darkest Dungeon series. I know it's completely different, but as I say, as a part-time YouTuber, I don't get to play games for fun anymore. All my time of playing games is taken up with making YouTube videos, and I just really want to play Darkest Dungeon. It's such a cool game, so I thought I'd make some videos on it, but I didn't expect people to watch them that much because I know people are here for Ark. But if you want a break from Ark, like I do every now and again, check out the Darkest Dungeon. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to do a few episodes. I've got another sort of 3 or 4 which I've already recorded, so I'm going to put them out anyway. But I'm thinking of doing them in addition. They're not going to replace anything here. They're going to be at the same time. Like today, we had the Darkest Dungeon earlier today, and then Shredder's Zoo about now. And so hopefully that'll kind of work out okay. Yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway. But do check it out. I really would appreciate some views on those videos, as it's such a cool game. Anyway, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time out. Goodbye.